war for the sake of Iran, there were plenty of things Russia could do to make life very uncomfortable for the Anglo-Americans in case of some kind of attack. And just the fact that the Russians, RIA Novosti was, for example, one of the big sources for these things like Operation Bite, which was the attack on Iran planned for Good Friday, April 2007, and similar things. We also had the visit of Putin to Ahmadinejad in October 2007, which was pretty much at the height of the danger. So there was a deterrent effect by having a strong leader like Putin in power. Now you have Medvedev, Putin. This is no longer functioning quite so well. Another big thing, Petraeus, the fact that the Obama counterinsurgency around McChrystal failed, and now we've got Petraeus, Bush's general, the king of the neocons, the probable neocon candidate for president in 2012. His power has become immense in the bureaucracy, and if you look at the literature, you'll see that the Central Command under Petraeus planned an attack on Iran to the point where they now consider this plan to be mature, right? If you read this essay that I've written, people say, yes, the CENTCOM has now put it all together. We didn't really have a plan in the past, but now we have it because CENTCOM did it. And, of course, they did it during the time that Petraeus was there. So the strengthening of the neocons with Petraeus, this tremendous weakness of the Anglo-Americans because of the bankruptcy of the dollar and, therefore, their desire, really, for some kind of an event in the Middle East like 1973, the failure of this green revolution. There's also another thing, which is that Hezbollah has been acquiring some rather sophisticated missiles. They've got this thing called the M600, I believe it is, which is something like 300 kilometers, but it has a guidance system, right? The missiles that Hezbollah was using in the 2006 Lebanon war, they were essentially Russian World War II.
Why on earth would Hezbollah start another war and elicit an Israeli attack?
Well, they wouldn't. This is part of a deterrent system. In other words, you can think of Hezbollah as a kind of an aircraft carrier for Iran close to the Israeli border, and they're able to deliver this deterrent. In other words, there's already a situation of conventional deterrent. So Iran is pushed ahead with an array of 4 or 5 new medium-range and intermediate-range ballistic missiles, the Shahabs and others, right? We could go through the names, but they're there. And then you've got these other missiles in southern Lebanon.
Webster, stay there. We got a break. When we come back, though, when do you see the attack happening? Do you believe this with the Iranian leader saying that he's got the intel, the attack is on the next 3 months? What's the second country he's saying is going to be attacked? Is it Lebanon or is it Syria? Stay with us, Webster Griffin Tarpley.
What is a wind generator?
How can the wind produce power for a small cabin?
How can wind energy be stored and used during an emergency?
Can I assemble my own wind generator?
For answers to questions about wind power, visit windbluepower.com. Did you know the wind could provide your family with emergency power? It can with a wind generator from windbluepower.com. Learn how our amazing LightBreeze wind generator kits start charging a 12-volt battery and just 6 mile per hour wind. Or see the new Cyclone X2 dual kit featuring 2 wind generators on just 1 tower. And learn why schools and universities across the country utilize our products to teach about wind power and alternative energy at windbluepower.com. All kits qualify for a 30% IRS tax credit for residential energy efficient property. Enter coupon code RADIO for a 5% discount at windbluepower.com. That's windbluepower.com or call 800-976-0026. That's 800-976-0026.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's homegain.com. HOMEGAIN.com. Check them out today.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, crossbreedholsters.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
When you hear the words water purification, what comes to mind? If it's Berkey Water Purification Systems, this message is for you. Did you know that over 60% of municipal water contains fluoride at less than 2 cents per gallon? Berkey water filters purify treated and untreated water, remove dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and contaminants from municipal water. These filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, making them perfect for rainwater collection systems. From the smallest to the largest systems, BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has what you need. With your system purchase, you'll receive a shower filter, a fluoride filter, or 2 sport Berkey bottles absolutely free. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com would like to offer GCN listeners 5% off all ceramic filter systems and ship all orders over $50 free of charge. Visit BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. Or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY today.
All right, open phones coming up in the next segment and into the third hour, 1-800-259-9231. Our last segment with Webster, and we've got his excellent articles up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com, like this one. China surpasses U.S. in energy consumption, while the Malthusian crackpots of the Obama regime fiddle with cap and trade. That's at Tarpley.net. Webster, do you agree with Ahmadinejad that it is green-lighted, it will happen in the next 3 months, or is he being made to believe that? Is there any way to avert this? When is the attack on Iran coming, and what will the aftermath be?
Well, I'm not sure when he said this, but depending on when he said it, he might be agreeing with me, because in this article that I put up Thursday of last week...
He said it yesterday in Press TV.
I speculated saying, look, I don't have any specific information, but the one thing you know about these attacks is that they tend to occur in the dark of the moon, right? The new moon, when there's no moonlight, because of the way that these stealth cruise missiles and planes, if you can see them, you can hit them. But if you can't see them, then it's very, very hard. And the timetable of the new moon for the coming 3 months, August 10th, September 8th, October 7th. This I write at the end of that piece on Iran. I found an article by Arnaud de Borchgrave, an old adversary of mine, used to work for UPI, now works for Newsmax, and he says Obama would like to have 3 wars, and if he has 3 wars, he can have 2 houses of Congress still under his control, which seems to be suggesting an October surprise. So if you look at the October 7th date, I have no way of knowing, right? But that could be a good guess, or maybe not. I don't know. Certainly, when it happens, right? The Iranians have these missiles: the Fajr, the Shahab, the Ghadr, the Ashura, and the Sajil. These are all 2,000 kilometers. Some of them have MIRVs. They have multiple warheads.
And they've got more than 12,000 anti-ship missiles as well.
Yes, they do. And the part, however, on Israel, what I'm concerned about most is the ways that this could now go nuclear, because there are such ways. A guy writing in the Asia Times speculates that if you had Hezbollah firing, first of all, this spray of tens of thousands of Katyushkas that they have, the Russian World War II vintage, and putting among them these medium-range ballistic or short-range ballistic missiles that Hezbollah now seems to have, maybe 100 or 200. And if the Iranians were firing their conventional missiles at the same time, they might be able to overwhelm the Israeli defense system. Now, the Israelis have an ABM system, which is layered, and it's Iron Dome at the bottom, then David Sting, then Arrow, and then the U.S.-made Patriot. But again, this is subjected to a complete barrage, right? Salvos that are simultaneous.
Well, how are they going to sell preemptively attacking Iran, then Iran fires back, and they're going to decry Iran fighting back? I mean, this is insane.
Well, naturally, they'll do two things. If Iran strikes against Israel, they'll demonize that, of course. And if Iran strikes against U.S. bases, say in the United Arab Emirates or Saudi Arabia or Iraq, they can demonize that.
And we know Iran does have sleeper teams everywhere.
Here's the other thing. Some time ago, and I cite this in that article that you mentioned, the scenario for U.S. encirclement in